You're on video. Oh man, she says. So November 17th, 2023, we're headed out to a jam session for Rick. He likes to play, and our neighbor Alyssa and Dave, good friends. And they're going to go over and support Rick and play. We met them while we were in Silver Creek, Washington at Paradise. And we've just kind of picked them up as friends, and it's just been a lot of fun having them around. They're great people to know and great people to play cards and stuff with. So they're going to come and support us a little bit while we go over to the jam session. So stay tuned. So we're here in the rec room. They're all lining up and getting ready. We got Dan, and then we got Rick, and then the rest of them we don't know at all. So I'll just pan around here so you can see them all. And these are all of the people that want to sing and play today.
Goodbye, Joe, we gotta go, me, oh my, oh. We gotta go, through the field down the bayou. Mighty farm, sweetest one, me, oh my, oh. Son of a gun, gonna have good fun on the bayou.
And this is Dan.
Hey, roll right, open the gates, let 'em out, walk 'em on. Take 'em down, turn 'em around, what do you yell for? I got a $20 bid now, 5 goes 30, hood a bit of $30 bid now, 5 bid of 5, 40 now, 5. There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his mom when she told him he should go to school. He sneaked away in the afternoon, take a little walk, and pretty soon you find him out. They stand and listen carefully, and pretty soon they begin to see how the engineer talks so rapidly. They said, oh my, it's do or die, got to learn to make that old city cry, got to make my home and be an old engineer. Got a $20 bid, but a 20 bid of $5 now, $20 bid, bid of $5, bid of $5, who's gonna make $25?
Rick from Iowa. There we go. My drifting memory goes back to spring of '43, when I was just a child in Mama's arms. My daddy plowed around and prayed someday he would leave this rundown mortgage looked up farm. And one day I heard my mom daddy saying to my mama that he'd find a saving love to go. California was his dream, a paradise for he had seen pictures in magazines that told him so. California cotton fields, where labor camps were filled with weary men with broken dreams. California cotton fields, that's most of wealth as daddy ever came.
In the key of G.
If I did the things I thought, you still would not be mine. So I keep a tight grip on the bottle, getting loose
22nd of November, everybody, and we decided to take a little trip. We're down here in Benson, Arizona again, and now we're in Dragoon, and we're going to the museum for the Amerind Foundation. The rock formation here is not as jagged. It's more smooth and rounded, like it's had decades of water flowing over it to round the edges, smooth them out. So there'll be some of that we see. Some of what you see in front of us, they're rounded, they're not jagged. And then over here, there's a little bit, but we're gonna go into the museum and just see what it has to offer. I'm thinking that's the museum.
That would be it.
That would be it. We have a picnic area going that way, museum this way. So my guess is that's going to be the museum. Would make lovely living quarters.
I know. I think this used to be a ranch or something.
I think that, yeah, I agree. I think this used to be a ranch of some sort. Nice little area back here. We have noticed that since we got here just a couple days ago, the trees were nice and bright and yellow, and now in just a couple days they've turned to this burnt orange color.
You have reached your destination on the left.
The art gallery is here, the museum is here. Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna go figure out what's in here. Nice little entrance here to the museum. Uh-oh. So we couldn't view and video, we couldn't video anything at all inside the museum, but she said this is what, about a fifth of what's
Yeah, it's
on display?
not much.
It's still a lot. It's overwhelming, but it's not much in the big scheme of things. So we just wanted to give you a view here. And now we're going to go into the art gallery. Is there a way in and a way out? Or which one is one? I think you got to go here. We'll see if we can video in here. So stay tuned for the vagabonds.
Nope.
Nope.
Video.
No video. Can't do it. Okay, turning you off. And you said this was from where?
1665.
This is the church
From
doors
Mexico,
from a chapel in Mexico, AD 1665, carved by Tarascan wood carvers. But all the doors are our wood carvings here at the art gallery. And of course your Spanish style gates. You can see all the Spanish influence in the artwork in these areas. It's really pretty cool. Sorry we can give you a better view of things inside, but that's the way it is. We respect their wishes of no pictures and or videos. So today we're just out touring around and finding things here on scenic roads for things to see and do in Benson or outside of Benson. This is the oldest homestead structure, leaning structure even, in Cochise County. I'll get that out. So that's kind of cool. The owners here usually let you tour it, but I just don't know if they will. I'm going to walk around the driveway a little bit and see. I'm going to walk into the driveway a little bit.
No trespassing.
I'm just going to go here on this side. Nope, can't get this side of it. Watch the hole. Kind of cool. There. Now you can see there's upstairs to it. Hi, baby. And here's our greeter. Yeah, he's our greeter, aren't you, huh? Are you our greeter? Yes. Are you nice? Yeah, go baby. So actually today's the 25th of November. Forgot to tell you that a second ago. We're just out here running around the countryside, and now we are looking for what's called Rocky Forest Road 84, which will take us to the Cochise Stronghold Campground, where there's the legendary Apache chief Cochise is said to have been buried. So we're looking for Chief Cochise's burial site. So you can see that these roads are definitely not well traveled, but they're traveled nice. It's nice and wide, not too bad for bumps, right, hun?
Not bad. No. We've been on a heck of a lot worse.
And we got some structures over here. So we'll see what we can find, but I thought I'd give you a look at what we're seeing and what we're traveling on, just for the adventure of trying to find different things here out of Benson, Arizona. We've passed a few signs that have 40 to 400 acres for sale, so you too could own a piece of the Nevada territory out here.
Arizona.
I mean, sorry, not Nevada, the Arizona territory. I forgot where I am already.
Cochise County.
But thank goodness it hasn't flooded, because we couldn't enter this territory if it was flooding. So they put some concrete here to try to help divert that into the driest dang creek bed I ever saw, with some critter footprints in it. But in case you're riding a bicycle out here, you can cross with caution.
There's the Half Moon Ranch.
There's a Half Moon Ranch.
And you
Somebody's
can get reservations.
reservations to go to the Half Moon Ranch. Can't see the ranch, but you can get reservations there. But we just do goofy, silly things like this. But the mountain range is just cattle guards are terrible. And ruts that we're now finding. Don't bring your little sport cars down here with your low profile tires, because you won't like it. Thank goodness we have our Jeep. We can put it in all kinds of modes to get us around. But anyway, back to the mountains. Aren't these? They're amazing. Oh, there's the place that we just saw. The Half Moon Ranch back there, if you can see it through the car. Sorry, this video is through the car and it is bumpy.
There's a little airport right here.
A little airport, little landing strip on dirt with its own outhouse. Yeah, line yourself right up with your. I bet you Tawny and Steve could land on that with us.
It's a pretty short runway.
Pretty short runway. Pretty short. Throttle back real quick. Okay, so we're going to be going into the campground here, I think. And there's no drinking water, so that tells you if you've got electricity, you're lucky.
There it is.
This is a national forest. So it's just believed that Cochise was buried somewhere here in the stronghold. So there may not be any marker for Cochise, his burial ground, but somewhere in the stronghold forest is Cochise.
How about that?
Cool. Now we'll go see what there is for a campground down here. Definitely taking you off road now. You can see some of the trees. There's not many in here that change colors, but when they do, like the one you just saw, they're pretty awesome. It's got a little bitty one in here. A few more down through here, but just not much. But they're very pretty. Dry creek bed. Looks like maybe a place you can park just to go hiking for the day over here. Yeah. You can see this vehicle coming to us. There's just
Building in there.
barely room for 2 cars here, so we'll have to wait for him. Yeah, there is a building there. Have to go check out this building and see what it is.
It's a heli spot for helicopters to land. Horse trailers only.
Vehicle parking. So there's a heliport over here. You can see the white rocks in the video. That's where a helicopter can go. Horse trailers only can park up there. Cars go here.
That's all fenced off, so
Wow, we were hoping to be able to get up there and walk around that, but I don't think you can. It is all fenced. Darn. But interesting, because the only way you're going to get out of here if you're injured is by helicopter.
yeah, do not enter down there. where
Do
that
not
building
enter
is.
down there? Okay. Well, we don't know what that rock structure was. But there's the heliport for search and rescue. Nice that they've got that all set up in here, which they should. It's a national forest. Beth and Richard would like it here too.
Oh, they'd love it.
We have some good friends up in Washington who love to go camping. They just bought a little bit bigger camper than what their teardrop was, and they love to go camping where they can go walking and scout things out.
The Stronghold campground host is off duty.
Off-duty host. Okay. But they love when they're off their boat to take the camper into these kind of places and, you know, just be off the grid for a little while and just hike until their hearts are content. And we would too if our hips and our backs held out.
We hadn't lived such a full life.
Lived a full, hard life.
Full, hard life.
So, anyway, we do hiking when we can, and when our body's not in a position to say, "Nope, you're not doing that today." But otherwise, this is the other means of hiking for us with 4 wheels. There's a house
Cabin
back in
down
there,
there.
yeah, house cabin. So this is the campground, the initial campground. You got to stay here to the right, where the other one that we just went through was not. So very interesting. Got paved sites. They got water. Stop and pay here. We're not going to pay because we're not staying.
Yeah, it's $8.
$8 to be here. Probably per night.
I am gonna go pee though.
Okay. If you find somewhere, it's fine. Look at this. Pretty cool. Pretty dang cool. So we're in a town of Sun Sites, and we found Wild Willie's, but it's a Saturday and nothing is open. So we did find the town of Pearce. Must be like a helipad or something there.
That's what it looks like.
But this is the 1894 gold and silver rush ghost town. Still, it's rich in history. Had in 1920 the census was 20 people. So we want to see what the ghost
Looks
town.
like a cemetery.
I
Welcome
don't see
to
any.
the Historic Pearce Jail.
That's the jail. This was the historic jail. If you're going to walk around it, you can do this.
Yeah, we're gonna find out about this jail. I thought it might be a cemetery, but
Yeah, there's a broken lock, so they don't want you getting in here. All right, in 1915, Constable Charles Webster advised the Board of Supervisors in Tombstone that a jail was needed in Pearce. G.M. Porter of Bisbee was awarded the contract, and later that year the jail was completed at the cost of $615.45. Constructed of layers of poured concrete reinforced by rebar with a flat roof, the jail has 2 cells, walls 10 inches thick. Ventilation is provided by 6 windows. 2 doors are iron. Jail continued in use as a holding facility until the mid-1930s. So 15 years. 15 to 20 years. How'd you like to be kept in that place? Let's see, this is welcome to the Historic Pearce Jail. 877 South Ghost Town Trail.
How many people in all?
2.
2 people?
Yep. So they built it for $600. It lasted 15 to 20 years, and it could hold up to 2 prisoners.
2 prisoners. So today's the 27th of November, and we're at the Colossal Caves. And this is kind of cool. They've got like bamboo wire tied together to hold their street light. So we're gonna go take a cave tour.
This is Colossal Cave in Vail,
Vail, Arizona. Yep, Colossal Cave, Vail, Arizona. There's bat species found in the park all over. Great.
What'd you
But
say?
there's bat species found all over the park.
All over it.
Yeah. This is the cave that has 363 stair steps. So, you know me. I'm a little skeptical on the steps with my hip and my knee, but we'll see what we can find here.
1934.
But look at this view.
Yeah, pretty nice, isn't it?
Very nice up here. Windy, but nice. But I wanted to give you a look outside before we go in. And there we go.
This is called a CCC worker.
CCC, Colossal Cave.
Civil
Mountain Pass.
Conservation Corps.
Oh, Civil Conservation Corps.
Yeah, they
Okay.
worked all across the country for building national parks.
Cool. You want a pan for a little gold? There you go.
You have to buy a bag of
Mm-hmm. They have a little rest.
tickets to cave just inside.
Stepped off of that, didn't see it. There you go. Colossal Cave goes that way.
That is the waiting area.
Gift shop.
The Terrace Cafe.
Self-guided nature tours. You can go that way, I guess. Good morning. How are you?
Very cold. How are you?
Yeah, it is chilly today.
Well, we come down here in the winter to stay warm, and this is what we
Commodity, meaning it's high in nitrates, great for fertilizer, and more importantly, gunpowder and explosives in the area. They used it for mostly mining. It was cheaper than dynamite. So they got about 7 train carloads of this stuff out of here.
Wow.
Yeah, that is far more than just a ton of poop.
No kidding.
So we have had human activity down here dating back over 1,000 years ago. The Hohokam Native Americans used our cave from about 900 AD to about 1450 AD. They only used this room though. They didn't really want to go down into our cave, and that's because caves are very sacred to the Hohokam. They believed all living things rose from the ground a lot like crystals. You find a ton of crystals in caves. For that reason, they kind of thought this was the entrance to their underworld. And of course, you wouldn't want to go wandering around that. But they did use our cave as a hotel, as a storage area, and we did find shrines in here suggesting they did some ceremonies. But I think one of the coolest things I like to show people is up on our ceiling right here. All that dark rock, it goes all the way out to the entrance. That is soot from a fire. If you look directly below, there's a nice little notch here, and that's where they had their fires.
Wow. That is
They
cool.
also, yeah, I think that's super cool. They also left a whole bunch of artifacts across this room, but unfortunately a lot of those were taken out of our cave and lost forever. Today our cave is very protected. It is federally illegal to take anything out of here, and that does include a table. So I'm going to make you guys make our cave a little promise before we head to our crystal forest. We're going to say our caver's creed real fast. So repeat after me, guys. Take nothing but photos.
Take nothing but photos.
Leave nothing but footprints.
Leave nothing but footprints.
And kill nothing but time.
And kill nothing but time.
Jay is super cool.
Jay is super cool.
I have to. Come on
So
down.
this is video, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.